speaking of fighting, so I'm watching FRL before I came here this morning, trying to see what they're talking about or whatever. And David Taylor was on, and at the end they asked him about would he want to fight, and because he's put out the clips of him training, and then he called out JB a couple of months ago, right? And then they asked him like, well, who do you want your fight against? And Ben Askren says, I think you should fight JB. He's like, yep, that's the fight. That's the fight that he wants or whatever. Jordan Burroughs. Okay.
Right.
So I want to ask you guys, do you care about that fight? Would you buy Taylor versus Burroughs in an MMA fight? Would you buy that?
We would maybe as a wrestlers, but like, that's not who you call out. I feel like, what do you, two guys that are, I mean, you do have a big following. He does have a podcast out now, but I just feel like that is not really the fight you call out. Maybe like only for wrestling fans, but I think you got to think bigger, call out like maybe a UFC prospect or someone on the contenders, some name.
Yeah, like Bo Nichols not out there calling out JB.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like Taylor's kind of cringe.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
He's trying too much. I think like Bo Nichols got the spotlight with UFC, and I feel like Taylor's kind of trying to like every once in a while, like he went on a Helwani show. He's on Flow now, like talking about MMA, like if you know, are you just trying too hard or what? Like I'm not sure. Are you trying
I
to
feel like
it's
kind of just something fun to throw out to like grab a little bit of attention.
But he was saying that if he does it, he doesn't want to do it. But this is the part I fully agree with him. You can't do the halfway in, halfway out. He's only going to fight if he goes full in. But for me, if you're going full in, you don't start with Jordan Burroughs. You probably start with somebody who's already trained in MMA. And plus, I think if the average fight fan hears, oh, you got wrestler versus wrestler, I do not care. Like,
yeah. They're just going to be on the ground the whole time. That'll be.
Yeah, that would be a wrestling.
David Taylor's not throwing. I don't know. When I see my picture that match, like that fight at UFC, like I just don't see David Taylor throwing hands. Maybe JB, maybe not even two. Like just don't see them throwing hands much. I feel like they're on the ground and it'd be boring as hell.
Didn't Taylor get knocked out at like the World Championship, like first round by like a kick? You remember? He like got hit in the head, and it was like it looked like someone like flicked him. So I don't know. But there was like first round at the Worlds or something.
Oh, you're taking JB?
I'm not even watching the fight. No, I'm just kidding. I'll stream it on like Stream East or something.
I'll take David Taylor. I think David Taylor would win.
Yeah,
you do?
Too big.
He's
big for him. Yeah.
I mean, if he beats him in wrestling, you just add kicks on top of it, or not kicks, but if you add just like ground game, ground and pound.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think I just feel like they're setting something up, like Flow setting. I feel like the match is already set. Like they're gonna do something with Flow, and they're just kind of trying to like tease it out there right now. Like something's gonna happen in like a year from now. So
you'll get paid 100 grand each.
I heard like JB's got like contract with Flow. Like he can only do events with Flow or something like that. I don't know.
Oh.